Alright, so in this Independence Month's episode, gentlemen, I wanted to talk about freedom. Rather, I wanted to address a few habits that will help you attain your absolute personal freedom. But like Subhash Chandra Bose said, freedom without a cause is the stupidest act of humanity. And even more in a country like this. So to channel our cause and to set ourselves free from every piece of baggage that we carry, I hope this video helps you set sail in the process. Gentlemen, my name is Venkatacharya. This is an Independence Day, so happy Independence Day. I am wearing a Team USA shirt and my Boston double monk straps. Let's roll the intro. Okay, so before I start the video, a very happy Independence Day to you all. This is a very proud moment. This is a very proud moment for me as an Indian, and I'm really very happy for you to be on board this channel, watch our videos and learn a thing or two more from it. In case you haven't watched our Lessons from the War, a war documentary that we have made a couple of years back, I'll recommend you check it out. It is one of my most ambitious projects till date. We had a fun time making it. In case you haven't watched it, I'll recommend you watch it right now. Second, in case you want to watch more of those videos or more of these videos on this channel, then don't forget to click that like button, subscribe to the channel and comment down your honest thoughts, or just write down Independence Day special in the comment section box down below. I read your comments, I appreciate your comment, and I appreciate your kind words in the comment section box below. Anyway, let's get into the freedom episode. You see, freedom without integrity and responsibility is the stupidest act of mankind. Now this was one of my recent tweets. Not very recent, but still one of my inspired tweets. Inspired from Vivekananda and Subhash Chandra Bose, of course. Now, speaking big about responsibility and integrity is easier said than done, especially in a country like ours. One can talk weeks, months and years about it, but nothing can get done. So, in order to move the needle in the right direction, in order to get some things actually done, gentlemen, you need to embrace these 5-6 habits as the most important part of your current lifestyle. And the habit number 1 on the list is taking 100% ownership, 100% responsibility of your current life, of your future, of your today's life. Now you can't sit and dwell on the past, you can't overthink about the past, because the past has already happened, it has already been done. What you can do from the past is you can learn a few lessons and you can try not to repeat those mistakes which you learned from those dreaded lessons. But if you sit and overthink about the past, you are not going to take any ownership of your present, you are not going to take any responsibility of your coming tomorrow. The very first habit that I would want you to build, irrespective of your age watching this video, I don't care if you're 16, 17 or 28 watching this video, please take 100% ownership of your life. Try to build the habit, try to build that conscious muscle to take 100% ownership of your damn life. You see, parents can love, governments can try, companies can fail and friends may try, but it's your responsibility to take care of your life. It's your responsibility to make your destiny the way you would want it to be. And in this free country where we live in this democratic nation where we live in, this is the least we can do to ourselves. This is the least we owe to ourselves. I mean, we want to sit here and talk about changing the world and making this country a better place, but none of it can start, none of it can transform if you do not start working on your personal transformation, if you do not start building these habits as a part of your current and foregoing lifestyle. Gentlemen, freedom starts from within. Your absolute honest 100% within. So the question I want you to ask yourself on this very day is, can you take ownership of your life? Can you take 100% responsibility of your current life? Can you take 100% responsibility of what you eat, how you dress, how you look, what do you think, where you study, where you work? How do you want to change this world? How do you want to change this country? Are much debated topics to talk about. But can you at least take care of these 3-4 things at your personal level? Can you take care of yourself in a very responsible manner? If you do this very first act, if you do this very basic habit of you taking responsibility and you taking ownership of your life, your finances, your health, your money, your style, fashion, family, friends, whatever it may be, the remainder of it will just become an easier part of the process. The world, this country, my city will do just fine if you all become a little less greedy and a little more giving. But all of it can only happen once you have actually, sincerely, honestly transformed yourself by taking 100% ownership and responsibility of your today, tomorrow, and for the days to come. Anyway, habit number 2, practice solace. Practice being by yourself, practice being alone by yourself. I mean, if you're someone young watching this video, studying all night long for your exams is a very good practice to build. Going out on inter-school events, inter-sports events, inter-cultural events is a very good habit to build. Why? Because this helps you stay by yourself. This helps you practice the idea of solace. This helps you channel your intellect, calm your emotions, and energize your entire body in that one given direction of your own personal serenity, calmness, and absolute peace of mind. This is very important, especially in this chaotic times. Why? Because we are always competing, we are always comparing, and we are always in our head, in our own psychological drama, which doesn't even exist in the real damn world. If you don't know how to live by yourself, if you can't be alone by yourself, by living alone, I'm not talking about you going out and taking a house of your own. That comes as a habit number 4 or 5. But the second habit that I am insisting on is the skill of learning by yourself even when you are with your family. You shouldn't be relying on people, you shouldn't be depending on people, you shouldn't be needing someone for your basic physical, emotional, and intellectual survival. If you can build this habit, if you can gain this freedom skill, then by God, the amount of freedom and liberty you will experience in your life is going to be unparalleled to everything else that money and fame and fortune can buy. But a bit on the contrary brings me to the habit number 3 on the list. Learn to explore and learn to express. Actually, learning to express is the habit number 4, but the habit number 3 that I wanted to discuss first was the ability to learn to explore. If you're someone young watching this video, again, going out to play some sports for inter-school or being a part of an intercultural activity is a very good way to explore new cities, explore new people, explore new culture, and see all these crazy things. In case you're someone young, this is a place to start. In case you're someone a little older, going to a different college in a new city is a very good way to do it. Going to a different college in a new country is even a better way to do it. If you're at a job, trying out a job in a different country, trying out a job at a different state, different city, is going to help you explore things that you haven't tried otherwise. Go on a solo trip. Take a week off, take 2 weeks off, take 30 days off. In case you're someone who really cannot go out and study somewhere else, try to save some money and go out on a vacation every 6 months or 7 months. Be by yourself, live by yourself, try to explore and sustain life. Gentlemen, if you can gain this skill, if you can gain this wisdom of being by yourself and learning to live by yourself, there won't be anything in this life that you will be scared to try or do in real. I am still trying to learn this bit out because I haven't really done a lot of exploration in my life because I've been busy trying to do this, what I do most often. But this is a very new section of my life, but I know the importance of it. So I'm trying to get into it as I'm nearing 30, but I would recommend you try it a bit early. Why? Well, because these things should be learned at a little earlier stage. If you see the Olympic athletes, if you see all these crazy young professionals who are traveling all around the world and doing things, especially the Olympic athletes because they are the hot topics, they can be explained very well. The kind of experience and the kind of exploration they gain in their life, not just by playing their sport, which they do fantastically, but by also going into different countries, experiencing their culture and being by themselves is a whole new experience, is a whole new life, is a whole new lesson to learn all by itself. So try it out in case you haven't. Start saving some money and start investing in yourself in this side of your life in case you haven't. Which brings me to the habit number 4 on the list. Learn to communicate, learn to express. I mean, I would be lying my face off if I tell you that I am not surprised seeing most men not being able to communicate and express their thoughts honestly these days. Why? Well, because they are conditioned. They are conditioned to not express their thoughts. They are conditioned to be manly, muted, and macho all the time. That's a very Western way of living life. I mean, I love their suits, but I don't agree to half of their concepts because I have also been a victim of their process and I've also tried indulging myself in that process, and boy oh boy, I regret every single bit of it going this age. So I do not want you to do what I have done. I do not want you to overthink what I have gone through. Being able to express your thoughts, being able to share your thoughts, and being able to share this beautiful life with people around is a very beautiful gift of life altogether. This is a very inclusive habit to have. This is a very liberal, this is a very free habit to have. If you are living in a free world, which I hope you are, this is one of the most important habits I want you to inculcate. Express and express freely. Communicate and communicate effectively. Learn to express your thoughts to anyone around and do so with an honest intention in your mind. Do not start expecting, do not start becoming needy. The more needy you become, the more attached you become to the goal or the outcome of someone's reaction or someone's gain, the needier you will be, the creepier it will get, and the more dishonest your conversations and your communication will become. If you really want to form genuine friendships, relationships, or just have a group of fans, followers, and people and friends around in your life, you have to be honest with your intent. You can't be needy, you can't be expecting things from them. Which brings me to the last and probably the most important habit on this list of the independent man's habits. Well, that is none other than start practicing detachment, start practicing being non-needy, start practicing the Vairagya lifestyle. I mean, I think I'll probably get that thing tattooed on one of my left or right biceps, but boy oh boy, I am loving this concept of Vairagyaness. You cannot be attached to your work, you cannot be attached to your relationships, you cannot be attached to your friends, you cannot be attached to anything. Gentlemen, in today's day and age, we are all living in a free world. If you're watching this from India, then you know we are celebrating our 75th independence. If you're watching this from America or somewhere else, you are obviously living in a very free world. The only thing that is chaining you down, the only thing that has become a baggage in your life is your stupid psychological drama. And the reason your psychological drama is so exemplified is because you are giving it way too much attention than you possibly should. You are attached to things way too heavily than you ever should. Gentlemen, detachment does not mean being lazy, lethargic and a complacent soul. It does not mean that. It just means that you're not expecting any end goal. Bhagavad Gita has this thing saying in it कि भाई काम करते रहो, फल की चिंता मत करो, which is the best thing to happen. And one of the stupidest way to ruin this sentence was in this movie 3 Idiots, where I think Amir Khan or somebody said this line where it meant something like काम करते चलो, फल की चिंता मत करो, सक्सेस तुम्हारे पीछे झक मार के आएगी. Remove that line, last line. That was not a part of the Bhagavad Gita line. The line literally read, you do your work, you stop expecting shit and you will be very sorted and happy in your life. That's what all it meant. It never meant that success तुम्हारे पीछे and all that thing. It was never a part of the line. So the moment you think about the end goal, the moment you have a goal-oriented mindset, the needier you will become. Be it with friends, relationships, jobs, businesses, success or anything that there is. Money and relationships are two very common aspects to talk about. For men it's money, for women it's relationships. The moment you start expecting from your job to make you money or the business to be successful and all that, it will become a very toxic process within yourself. The moment you start expecting back from people, the needier and more desperate you will get. Yes, there are a set few standards society has built and that is the reason we all have our own psychological dramas in our life. But if we can honestly start practicing this Vairagya life, where we can detach ourselves from relationships, from money, from success and just do what is needed to be done to get the job done, you will be surprised to see the amount of money, the kind of friends, relationships and great followers you will have in your life simply by the act of giving and not expecting anything, not even much, anything from it. You do business because you love to do businesses. You want to be in a relationship, so you be in a relationship. If you start expecting from it, it will become a very tedious part of your life. And these two things, especially if you're living in a developing or a developed world, should be least of your concern, because you for a fact know that if you're a 24-year-old man who has studied or who has got a graduate degree, he can go out and get a job any day he wants. So I do not want you to overthink about these petty things ever in your life. There is nothing to be overthought about, but these two things are something everyone is free-willingly overthinking because they think overthinking about success and women is the way of life. It's not. Being in the act of doing it is the way of life, not sitting and overthinking about it and doing nothing about it. That's not the way of life. Overthinking only leads to anxieties, depression and mental breakdowns. I do not want you to be a freak on this Independence Day. I want you to be a free man. Anyway, in case you missed out the memo, we have got a Team EV6 sale happening on our shirts and our sneakers. Yes, there has been an Independence Day sale. In case it's still live, you can check it out at teamev6.com. These are, by the way, our Goodyear Welted, our signature classic all black series line. In case you want one of these, then you have to DM us at Boston Shoes, because these are not live on Boston Shoes because these are expensive. So in case you want it, someone from the team can personally DM you and help you out with one of these beautiful monk straps, Oxfords or an whole cut broke. Anyway, I'll get back to work now, make more videos, not expect the views, but just make the videos because I love making these videos and reaching out to 5 of you who can transform their lives. See you in the next one. Jai Hind, be proud, take care of yourself, bye. Gentlemen, if you can gain this skill, if you can actually have, did somebody come over?